everybody, it's DJ AWOL here at WMTS Murfreesboro. I am here with Chandler Prisk and Micah Lindley from Point of Reference. Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Pretty good. So for some of you that know me, I used to go to this little school called Bryan College in East Tennessee, and I actually met both of these guys along with some of the other band members from that school. So it's kind of cool to be back around people that I've known for a while. You guys are kind of my first interview for this semester, so I'm actually quite happy to have you guys on. Cool. So first thing we're going to do is kind of talk about Point of Reference. How did you guys get started?
Take it away, Chandler.
So we started, like she said, at Bryan College, where we all met. We had a lot of classes together. All of us were musicians, so we knew each other from praise and worship team, and also just having friends of friends. So we got together. Our first time actually was for a talent show. We were planning on doing one song, which was Sadie Hawkins' Dance by Reliant K. And after we got together and started playing around, we decided, hey, we should keep doing this. And from then on, we started playing covers, and then we started getting into our own music. And here we are today. We were a little bit different than how we started. Lost a few members and gained maybe some more, but yeah.
Micah, anything to add?
Nope.
Okay, great. So then my next question is, Point of Reference is a very interesting band name because I use Point of Reference a lot when I'm discussing, political points in my classes, or, having an argument with my best friend Rebecca, where I'm like, wait a second. So how did you guys come up with Point of Reference as the band name?
I think I can take one aspect of it, and then Chandler, if you have anything else to add, go for it. Part of it, I remember discussions we had, it kind of comes from the song So Will I, 100 Billion Times by Hillsong. Mm-hmm. There's a line that says, it mentions point of reference. So our thought was, we want to have God as our point of reference in everything we do creatively. And that was a major part of it.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest reason why it was behind our name. We did have a few other names that we started out with. Our first was, I believe, Monarchs was our first one, and we really liked the name, but it's a pretty common word, so there was already people with that name. Someone on Spotify had 20,000 listeners a month or something, so we're like, that's not going to work. We got to change it. We moved to, I believe, Fifth Coalition was our next band name, which who knows what the reasoning behind that one was. But yeah, we finally stuck with Point of Reference. Our previous bandmate, Garrett Cantrell, came up with that one while we were just spitting out a bunch of names. And we chose that one with the reasoning behind it because it's something that we all felt was what our goal was as a band. Like Micah said, creatively, though our songs aren't explicitly Christian, the values behind our songs is what we attempt to bring into the music that we make.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Well, as you guys know, probably, I know I've told Chandler plenty of times, and Micah, I think I've actually talked to you about this too. I love y'all's music. It's one of my favorite groups to come out of East Tennessee. And here on the interview, we kind of talk about, Tennessee artists is kind of where our primary focus is, talking about, how people got their start, what was the beginnings and that kind of thing. And so knowing you guys, and then now being able to kind of say, oh, I know the story behind that helps me to kind of wrap around what this group is all about. So something else I want to talk to you guys about. You guys took a long break during COVID. We had RGB that was released, and then we didn't get anything until this year with the single special. So I've had a couple of people, including, Rebecca, who I know you guys know and love, who was asking, what took so long? So what kind of happened in between there?
So I think you broke up a little bit. We did have, I don't know if you said it well, the audio was out for me, but we did have between RGB and special, we had our one song, Nice Guys, which released, I want to say, when was it? May of 2020.
Yeah, it was
so
right
when the pandemic started.
Yeah.
Because that's when because when we went into the studio to record, we had to clean everything and wear masks and stuff. So yeah, we did release that one in between. between those two. The biggest thing was just figuring out some stuff between bandmates and also writing an album that we liked all of the songs on, because we had after RGB, I'd say a few months after that, we had a good bit of songs, enough to make another EP at least. But then going through them, we didn't like most of them. In fact, I don't even know how many we've kept from the original. Maybe
think
one or two.
maybe one, if I remember right, one.
But yeah, so we rewrote the whole album, and we've settled now on a lot of songs that we like and we enjoy playing. So that's where we've been.
Well, that's good. Okay, so we're gonna come back to you guys here in a brief moment. First, we're gonna listen to Red from the EP RGB.
Here we are, not 2 weeks later. Girardi with that other painter. There you go, so cute together, creating a perfect world together, as if the one we had already made was a thing of fiction. You knew full well that this thing you would do caused me affliction. All I can see is red so clearly, but I don't understand what's been coming from that brush that's in your hand. Can't take the pain that this demands. My heart is bleeding, I can't breathe. I'm encompassed by the world you painted on my eyes. Here I am, feeling like a failure from my senseless, reckless, rash behavior. Here's my pain, give you full permission to take my heart and make it your own rendition. But this creative thing that you made has no happy trees. And even if there were any here, you wouldn't have a friend. All I can see is red so clearly, but I don't understand what's been coming from that brush that's in your hand. Can't take the pain that this demands. The heart is bleeding, I can't breathe. I'm encompassed by the world you painted on my eyes. Now I've seen the things you do, remove the veil, reveal the truth. Now I see the honest view, canvas in the open, intention splattered everywhere for me to see. All I can see is red so clearly, but I don't understand what's been coming from that brush that's in your hand. Can't take the pain that this demands. My heart is bleeding, I can't breathe. I'm encompassed by the world you painted on my eyes.
Be careful with the bright red. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color, but it is so strong. Whew. That's pretty already. Shoot, I like that. Now then.
Okay, guys, so we are back. This is DJ AWOL here on the interview, and I'm here with Chandler Prisk and Micah Lindley from Point of Reference. So you guys just heard Red. Okay, so I'm going to ask the obvious question. What's the story behind the song? Because like I've listened to it. I love the instruments that are being used and like the variety of instruments that I hear. And the clip at the end is the other thing I want to ask about, because the little like it's almost oh goodness, who's the artist? I want to say it's for King and Country that has like that separate clip in almost every other album where it's just right outside the song, but it's still attached. And so I'm kind of curious as to like, what's the story behind that as well?
Well, I guess I'll take it because I kind of wrote the song. I'm trying to remember. It was probably 2.5 years ago that I wrote the song, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So it had a little bit to do with kind of a situation that was going on between me and my crush at the time, who's now my wife. Happy ending, yay. So it was an extreme over dramatization about every thought that was going through my head. So the majority of it was not true to what was actually going on. But I based the thought, like kind of the word picture of like this painting. It was based off of a painting that I saw that had context in the situation. So I was like, okay, painting, there it is. That's what I want to do. And so there's a lot of references like happy trees and things to Bob Ross, like one of my favorite painters of all time. Everyone loves Bob Ross. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I remembered one time I went through the phase in college where I like listened to or watched all of his videos on YouTube. And I was like, I remember him talking about the color red. And I remember it totally applying to what the song was about, out of context, of course. But I was like, wouldn't it be cool to have that at the end? So I spent hours trying to find it, couldn't find it. Instead found the one you hear in the song, which was even better than whatever one I had remembered. And I was like, that's it. So I clipped it and put it in the song, and there you go.
Chandler, anything to add?
Yeah, Micah wrote that song, and you can tell if you're a musician and you listen to the chords, you'll realize you have no idea what those chords are. No, I'm just kidding. He uses real chords, but they're just extremely difficult to play. Just the way he writes songs is really interesting. And it is probably the only song that we have that we will most likely never play live.
Well, this one, like I said, I just loved the clip at the end, and the song overwhelmingly was just beautiful. And I was like, this is good. And I appreciate it. So yeah, I was really excited about this song. Also, for those of you that are listening, so if you listen to any of Micah's stuff, which if you have been listening and following my show, you know Micah's stuff. I play it at least once every semester. And it's very clear that Micah wrote this song. When you listen to Micah's stuff versus the song, it's very easy to like be like, that's the same person. Cool. All righty, so moving on. Let's talk about everybody that I've talked to's favorite song off of this EP, Green. Because literally every person that I called either today or yesterday, and I was like, hey, I'm meeting with Chandler about point of reference music. What's your favorite part? They're like, Green, pick Green. And I was like, cool, great. So
it's
Chandler,
also our favorite. So
great. So what's the story behind Green?
So Green, like Micah was talking about his song, just the emotions are kind of tied into the color. Like when you think of red, you think of kind of like anger and being mad. Green, of course, corresponds with jealousy and things like that. So this song I wrote about my crush at the time, who I'm not married to and who I'm not engaged to. I do have a fiance now, and I have songs I've written about her that will be released soon. And
good.
But this one was about where I was at in life at that point in time. Mm-hmm. And it's just about basically what I say is the epitome of this song is the one line where it says that it leans towards me, but never you, like the emotions, the feelings, like it's so outweighed. Like I have all of these feelings that I want to be reciprocated, but they're not. It's all on my side. There's nothing on yours. And in the song as well, and in the story as well, just being jealous of the person who was receiving those feelings is where that inspiration for that song came from. And like Micah said, that one is our favorite song musically. It's fun to play, it's fun to sing, and our go-to statement whenever one of us listens to it, like randomly throughout the week or something, when we play it, we just automatically text the group chat. We're like, guys, Green slaps just every time, because just like especially my favorite song of any song that we've done yet is In Green. It's when Jordan has a harmony at the very end of the song in the chorus. And he just he hits this high note and then resolves it back down. And it just sounds so good in the mix. It's just, it's such a good part of the song. But yeah, that's the basic story of Green.
Yeah, I actually put in my little side notes that I have because I'm kind of sharing the screen with you guys and then my little notes to make sure I'm going in the right order. Green, I literally put tight harmonies. Wow.
Yeah.
I've always been a huge fan of harmonies. My listeners know if there's a song in any of my playlists, it will at least have one that's a really tight 3-chorded harmony. And y'all just killed it on this. I was like, this is so good. I need to listen to this more often. Why am I not listening to this more often? So now it's been added to all of my playlists because, it's great. So we're going to take a break real quick and listen to Green. When we come back, we're going to be discussing Blue as well as Special. So stay tuned.
I'm paranoid as I watch your eyes. They wander, fill me with butterflies. I watch you, watch me fossilize. Standing still, I can't confess. It's on the line, but nevertheless I watch you, watch me unimpressed. These thoughts inside my head are a mess. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully. My tongue is on fire. I only speak when I'm preaching to the choir. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully. From these dangerous weapons inside my chest, it aches and turns, leaves me depressed. It runs on fumes of my regrets. It plagues me like no one would guess. No one would guess to this house I built. This house I built, it starts to tilt, pouring out thoughts of shame and guilt. If these thoughts were real, I surely will. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully. My tongue is on fire. I only speak when I'm preaching to the choir. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully. But not surprised, I lie awake till the sunrise. My mind, it runs and trips and cries as I think about 1,000 lies. 1,000 lies to hide what's true about myself and you. The amount of interest you pursue, it leans towards me but never you. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully. My tongue is on fire. I only speak when I'm preaching to the choir. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully. My tongue is on fire. I only speak when I'm preaching to the choir. My eyes only see green. I used to think colorfully.
What up, everybody? You're still listening to the interview with DJ AWOL here on WMTS Murfreesboro. I'm here with Point of Reference, and we've been talking kind of through their opening EP called RGB, standing for Red, Green, Blue, which are the 3 songs on the album. And so we're going to go ahead and finish up with Blue. So Chandler, I know you have a huge story behind the song, and I'm kind of interested to see kind of what it is. And also talk about a little bit, Micah, if you want to take about the echoes of the last part on the chorus. So Chandler, go ahead.
Yeah, so Blue is the conclusion to the EP. It kind of brings us to this this final progression of from anger and jealousy, and then blue being associated with sadness, it brings us from that into a progression onward into where we go from there. So at the beginning of Blue, you have these pictures and ideas of collecting tears, of crying, of being sad. And then as the song moves on, you see the realization that that person that was bringing you all this anger, this jealousy, this sadness, you ended up not needing them. Like you feel like you needed them so badly and that you had to have them. And of course, this isn't for Micah. He got the woman, but yeah, you move on. And my favorite line from Blue, it says, looking forward, remembering the past, out of step in every single dance. Just that idea of like, I thought it was so perfect. I thought it was what was going to happen with my life. I thought this was where I was going next. And that's not the case. And that's okay. And there's going to be better things coming.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that story and absolutely agree with you. I thought it was a great way to resolve the whole album. It just kind of, this for those of you that have not listened to the EP or you guys are just now joining us, we have been listening to a true story from beginning to end, and this kind of progression of, you know, having a crush on somebody, not being able to process those emotions or even know where to begin to process those, and then finally coming to this conclusion that like you said, you know, out of step in every dance, like it's not going to work. And so how you move on from that. So I was just really, really appreciating just kind of the vibe of this album and also like the way that it kind of concludes and wraps everything up. Micah, can you tell me about those echoes on the last chorus? Because like I listened to the song like 3 times before we interviewed just to make sure I wasn't hearing things. And I was like, no, but I really like this like really faded, high pitched, like it's beautiful. So how did you come up with this? How was it added in?
Yeah, it kind of fit with the flow of the song. Jordan is really big on adding little elements to things in the songs, stuff that we may not think of on the spot, but he's like, hey, let's maybe try this. We need to just try this and see if it works. So he does that all the time and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that was something that he had come up with. So we played around and just it fit with the song, it fit with the emotion, and we liked it.
Yeah, it's great. It's one of my favorite parts about the song. So we're going to listen to Blue, and then we're going to listen to Special. And when we come back, we're going to talk about Special and what went into that writing process. So stick with us here on WMTS Murfreesboro.
Oh, say, can you see this broken heart? As I walk and the rain pours down on me, I try to possess what I have lost. Buckets full of blue tears fall from me. I pour out the bucket into the sea. I feel the waves, you know I feel the breeze. I can feel them both wash over me. These tears now fall onto my sleeve. Don't you cry, don't you cry. Oh, blue tears, won't you dry, won't you dry. Oh, blue eyes, it'll be alright, it'll be alright, you'll be alright. Oh, say, can you see these empty frames? Can you hear the hills call our names? I never once thought that we'd let go. These blue tears, they begin to grow. They pass my nose as they fall into my hands. I don't need you to help me dance. I see the sun blazing through my tears. I'm better off without you, my dear. Yeah, yeah. Oh, blue eyes, don't you cry, don't you cry. Oh, blue tears, won't you dry? say, can you see my liquid sleeve? My eyes are dried and I can finally see. Looking forward, remembering the past, out of step in every single dance. I've moved on, and even if you can't forget about any second chance. I see the clouds have parted above me. The sun's begun to dry my liquid sleep. Oh, blue eyes, don't you cry, don't you cry. Oh, blue tears, won't you dry, won't you dry. Oh, blue eyes, it'll be alright, it'll be alright, you'll be. Oh, blue eyes, don't you cry, don't you cry. Oh, blue tears, won't you dry, won't you dry. Oh, blue eyes, it'll be alright, it'll be alright, you'll be alright. I can feel a new day. You can't take that away. I can feel the sunlight soothing all my bug bites. And I can hear the singing, the wedding bells, they're ringing. And I can feel your smile like a kiss from the sky. You know, I know, we can make this work. And I know, you know, this could be way worse. I painted joy on my ukulele, I don't know what for. It hasn't changed my disposition for always wanting more. I broke down in North Atlanta at a stop cause the battery died. Driving now 100 miles an hour in a 25. And you know, I know, we can make this work. And I know, you know, this could be way worse. I wasted money on a broken camera at the 5 and dime. Now I'm left with blurry faces and scattered lines. I turned my bed into a castle, at least in my eyes. I'll tell you it's not that special, but that's a lie. You know, I know, we can make this work. And I know, you know, this could be way worse.
Alrighty, everybody. So welcome back to part of the final stint of our interview here with Point of Reference. We have Chandler Prisk and Michael Lindley on Zoom with me. So we're going to be talking a little bit about Special, and I just want to kind of know what's the story. I mean, this is a 2021 song, so like, when did this come? Where did this come from? You know, how did you guys decide? You know, this is the time to release this one.
Can I start with that?
Yeah.
So we were rehearsing for the album.
Mm-hmm.
We got together to rehearse. and we took a break and sat down on the couch, and Chandler pulls his ukulele from the floor and is like, hey, you guys want to hear a song that I wrote? And over the course of the next 10 minutes, we decided we were going to compose, release, and make a music video for that song within like 2 or 3 weeks.
Fabulous.
So we liked it that much.
Well, dang. Okay, Chandler, so tell me about the story behind the song.
All right, so Special. I would say it's a pretty personal song, but not so personal that I would like never tell anyone the story. All of the situations in the song, car breaking down, imagining your bed as a castle, buying a broken camera, all of these situations are like real life situations that happened to me. And the idea is that they seem like pretty simple things, like things that you would take for granted. But each of those is like, if you've seen Inside Out, like a core memory is what they call them. All of those are attached to like really personal things to me, like things that remind me of just the goodness of God and things like that. But just like in these times where it seems like it's just such a waste, like even the small times, like paying money for a camera and then realizing it doesn't work. And then to the bigger things like being stuck in the middle of Atlanta because my car battery died. But still like realizing in those times where you're kind of defeated that God's still good. That's like the basic message of the song that came from those verses. And the idea of it is like the chorus goes into like, I know that we can make this work. I know that this could be way worse. Just like having a positive outlook towards when those times come, because if your first response can be a positive response, it makes getting through it a lot easier rather than just automatically going to a state where it's automatically you're sad and you're like out, you don't know what to do and things like that. Just your first response is so important to how you can handle the situation, and so that chorus is kind of like the refrain to like bad times happening. And then the song is called Special because of that last verse where it says like, you say it's not that special, or I'll say that it's not that special, but that's a lie. Like those times are important to me, so much so that like I remember them when I'm writing a song, and they just don't seem that special. And I'm like, oh, it's not that important, but like it is important and it's very special to me. And actually, the original name of the song, do you remember what it was, Micah? What I called it when we started?
I should.
I think Way Worse was what it was going to be called.
Yeah.
Like this could be way worse. And I hated that name. So I was like, what should we call this song? And Mike was like, how about Special? I was like, yeah, that's perfect. Let's do it. Yeah. So that's the meaning of the song. And Micah told you the story. Yeah, we actually, this song is going to be on our album, a newer, better version, which you'll actually be able to hear with the music video that should have come out before this airs, because we are pre-recording this.
Yeah.
So the music video will be out with a new track, a little updated version with actually a new 3-part harmony that you'll like. So.
Ooh, I'm here for it. So for those of you that are listening and are very curious about kind of like why you should be, attached to Point of Reference, 2 reasons. One, because I know them, and we both know that when I know artists, that helps me to see whether or not I like their music better, because I'm an honest person to the bone. And I have been very blunt with many people in my lifetime, but these guys know I love their music. They're great. And 2, because their music is so relatable, like Special. But there's a song by Francesca Battistelli called Free to Be Me. And she literally talks about, I've got a couple dents in my fender. I've got a couple rips in my jeans and things are just falling apart and it's fine, so when I heard Special, when I listened to it prior to this interview, I literally was sitting there going, I really relate to the song, because I was not stranded in Atlanta. I was stranded in Chicago. So, and there's been a couple of other things where I've been like, wait a second, I've been there. So when Chandler talks about all these different things that are going on, how, they're things that you come back to, they really are. Because, when I was training in Chicago, I found the best pizza in the whole world. So, it's kind of like it is a win in the long run. It just doesn't seem like it's a win at that point in time. And I cannot wait for y'all's new music to come out. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped. And for you guys who are listening, if you want to find out more information on that, you can find the show's page, The Interview with DJ AWALL on Instagram, and it will be keeping up with all of the upcoming Point of Reference things. So you guys should be ready for that. And other than that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking about what's upcoming for them outside of this wonderful album that we're all really excited about. What else is coming up for Point of Reference? So please stay tuned with us, and we'll catch you right on the flip side. Alrighty, guys, we are wrapping up here with Point of Reference prior to the mini game. So I know that y'all are excited and you have to just hold on to your seats. We're getting there in a second. So here we go, Micah and Chandler. Final thing I want to ask you guys, because I know that we are kind of coming out and seeing the other side of this COVID situation and finally being able to get out there and do music again. What's upcoming for you guys?
Well, we're trying to do some shows. We have a couple gigs lined up, so we're really excited for that. The biggest thing that's happening is we are releasing a new album, hopefully at the end of this year, maybe early next. We'll see how it goes. The title we're not willing to reveal yet.
That's
but
fine.
Little fun fact is that the cover art we designed took over 10 hours to make.
Oh, okay, I'm here for it. So anything that they produce, guys, anything that comes out from them, you guys will have the dates. Check the page. It's important. Please check the page. So outside of that, it is time for the most important part of my show. And by important, I mean, it's just the most fun. There's not another way around it. So we are going to play the mini game.
Oh boy.
Right, let's do it.
Okay, so I kind of debriefed them, but I'm going to do a better job of that now. So that way they're prepared and that they're ready. And I think they got this. I'm not worried about it. So I'm going to give you a word. You will have 15 seconds. That's it, to come up with a song that has that word in it. It does not have to be in the title. I have listened to all of your music. So if you have to reference your own song, I got you. But it can be any song. I just want to make sure that you guys got it. No, you cannot make up songs on the air. We have had one artist try to do that before. Not allowed. So, are you guys ready?
Maybe
so.
You got 10 words. It's just a 10.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. First word is more.
More Than Fine by Switchfoot.
Love that song. Okay.
Good.
Moving
Good
on.
job.
Real.
Wait, what? Oh, there it is. I don't know if this is
so
gonna
hard.
go. I thought
Real.
of Reality by the Newsboys.
Nope.
Nope, dang it. Okay.
Time's up, y'all.
Did you have one in your head?
No.
Did you?
I didn't. No.
Okay.
Alexis, did you have one in your head?
Yes. So on all of the cards, I actually write what song is came to my mind, because I played this game ahead of time to make sure that it was, able to be done. So the song from Camp Rock, This Is Me, it goes, this is real, this is me. So that was the first one that came to my head. All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rock.
I love rock and roll. That's
Yes.
Nice.
Chandler's like, I got this. I got one. We're good. All right, here's the next one. Lie.
Lie to Me by Red.
That's a really good song. All righty, here we go. Work.
We've got to work this out. There you go.
I should have thought of the High School Musical song. That would have made sense. Okay. Next one is Need.
What's
Wait,
the song by Need to Breathe where they say need to breathe in it?
Oh, I forgot.
I don't remember.
I
what
think
it's
the
called.
song that came to mind never released, so I can't say it.
Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. There you go.
Love on top. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Lady.
Dude looks like a lady. That's a thing, right?
That's a thing. Okay. They're doing good, y'all. They only got 3 left. Here we go. Lovely.
Okay.
I know there's a song called "Lovely" by 21 Pilots. Can't remember where in the song it says it.
Come on, Micah. You could do this.
I should definitely know this.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Guys, isn't she lovely?
Oh, yeah.
What are y'all doing? Come on, man. All right, here we go.
Are we really musicians?
All right, here we go. Girl.
Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song.
That's a good one. I'm here for it. All right, final one. You guys can do this. I believe in you.
Okay.
Sing.
Think by Chris Bauman.
Yeah, that's what I thought it said.
That works.
I was trying to think there's a different one. I was like, that was too obvious.
It's all right. It's all right. We're all good. So you guys got 8 out of 10. That's really good. I'm proud. You guys did great. That's a great way to kick off an 8 out of 10.
Thanks.
All righty. So this has been the interview with DJ AWOL. When we come back after the break, when you guys come after the break, we will be listening to Legend and getting to know him as well. So I hope that you guys will stick around. This has been the interview with DJ AWOL on WMTS Murfreesboro. Say bye, guys.
See ya.